It's the afternoon weather briefing. This is for Monday, the 13th of January. This is James Spann. Alabama's weather looking quiet for the rest of this week. Maybe a little rain for the Gulf Coast on Thursday. Then a big soaking statewide Saturday. Next week, we go in the deep freeze again. Could we see snow or ice next week? Well, a lot of new data is in, so what are we going to do? We're going to look at it together. That's what we do here. We'll start with the current situation. This is the upper air look across the country. Flow pattern about 18,000 feet off the ground, which always tells a story. The little ripple in the flow that brought the rain to South Alabama this morning, that's now east of the state. And for most of Alabama, the sky is cleared. The exception, the southeastern counties, south and east of Montgomery, still some lingering clouds there. But for most of the state, it's a sunny, very pleasant afternoon. Rain, for the most part, is ended. Got a few sprinkles over southeast Alabama. The bulk of the rain is now to the south and east. Jacksonville down toward Lake City, Florida, moving away from us. And hey, feels pretty good. Look at these numbers. Like a tropical heat wave. We got temperatures in the 50s over much of the state. The exception, though, is Dothan. They're the cool spot. What's up with that? Well, because it's cloudy and they've had rain. Birmingham, Montgomery, Mobile, all 57. Here's the watch warning map around the nation. Very quiet. And in terms of severe thunderstorms, no problems there anytime soon. That's the severe weather outlook through tonight. There could be a little rumble of thunder around Tampa Bay. Nothing severe. No thunderstorms tomorrow. No thunderstorms on Wednesday. Here's the rain for the next 7 days. Really the wettest weather in the country right here. And this is mainly the event Saturday and Saturday night. Rain amounts between 1 and 2 inches. Should be a good winter soaking as the weekend begins. So model fans, here we go, the GFS. 12Z run valid tomorrow afternoon at 3. Zonal flow, a dry air mass, a colder air mass. North Alabama will see highs in the upper 40s after starting the day well down in the 20s. South Alabama, probably low 50s. The sky should be sunny. Same thing on Wednesday. Many spots below freezing to start the day. The high Wednesday will be in the upper 40s and low 50s. Now, Thursday, a surface low is far south in the Gulf of Mexico, but we're seeing evidence that could bring some light rain on Thursday to the immediate Gulf Coast. Basically, Interstate 10 and points south. Nothing especially heavy. For the rest of Alabama, should be a partly sunny, dry day. Highs on Thursday, low and mid-50s. Friday, that disturbance is by. The sky will be sunny. The high Friday in the 50s for most spots. South Alabama might see low 60s. And then a good soaking on Saturday. That's the current setup there. Got a approaching front. Very cold air mass on the way. But Saturday will be maybe around 60 in many spots with rain. And again, 1 to 2 inches should be a good rain. That's not a severe weather look. And then Sunday, we turn cold. Temperatures could be falling during the day. I could see a situation where some spots start the day in the 50s. They'll fall through the 50s, through the 40s with a very brisk north wind. And there might be a few flurries Sunday morning over northeast Alabama, no impact. And then a week from today, Monday the 20th, pretty cold look. Big old vortex setting up to the north, and we are very cold and dry. That is a 1,047 millibar high that's just north of the U.S.-Canadian border, north of Montana. Feeding some really cold air coming over the pole down in here from Siberia. Next week looks awfully cold. So let's go to the next day. This is Tuesday, the 21st, and ooh, it's back. But this time it's on the GFS. The GFS depicting some chance, perhaps, of snow for parts of Alabama late Tuesday or Tuesday night of next week. This is 8 days away. But wait a minute, wait now. The European says nothing. And that's what you're going to see in these deterministic runs. They come and they go, they come and they go. They don't mean that much at this point. We're just looking for trends. And let's go to the probabilistic outlook from the European ensembles, which, again, to me is the best way of looking at this. This is the chance of 1 inch of snow or greater, total snow, between now and the 25th of January. And the numbers have actually come down. On the European, the chance of snow, and for most of Alabama, in the 10 to 20% bracket, maybe 30% for northeast Alabama. So the numbers are not especially high. But again, we'll watch for trends to see if they go back up or keep coming back down as we approach next week. But I think the one thing we can guarantee is the fact that it's going to be very cold. And as I say often here, when you see Barney purple on these maps, that's not good. And again, this is coming off the European ensemble. This is the upper air look. Tuesday morning of next week. Cross-polar, air from Siberia transported over the pole into Canada, into the United States. How cold? It's hard to say at this point. Again, we're just looking at the pattern out here. But again, it just looks awfully cold. Let's check the snow plume coming off the European. And again, I love this product. This is where you see all 51 members. And actually, you know what that is? That is not. You know what that is old from the Schref. Ignore that. This is the current snow plume product coming off the European. The mean, it's the green line. Now, the mean is up there a little under 1 inch. But you got members all over the board. Some of the members are up there at 5 inches, 4 and 5 inches. Most members show hardly any snow at all for Birmingham. But again, we'll just keep watching for trends. And again, going back to that probabilistic outlook, chance of 1 inch of snow or greater, total snow, between now and the 25th of January in that 10, 20, 30% range for much of the state. We'll just keep watching for trends. Let's go out 10 days. This is Thursday of next week, the 23rd. Zonal flow, and we are very cold and dry. So let's look at the numbers. And again, I think the best way to look at this, it's coming off the national blend of models. This is an ensemble approach. It kind of balances out the extremes and is a pretty darn good product. We peak in temperatures on Saturday with 60. That's when it's going to rain most of the day. And then next week, by Tuesday, the high dropping to 35. Tuesday and Wednesday morning of next week, the low 20. This is for Birmingham. Many spots obviously will be in the teens. And understand these numbers could easily go lower. As with each incoming air mass, they'll be coming over a larger snowpack to the north, which doesn't allow for much modification. But the screaming message next week looks very cold. And this is the latest long-range guidance. This is the 8 to 14-day outlook just in. This is for the 21st through the 27th of January. And we are in that deep blue. Temperatures way below average. So, you know what? We've got to roll some kid cam here because that's what we do. A couple of stops today. Eastwood Middle School in Tuscaloosa, the 6th graders. Better be nice to them because we'll all be working for them one day. Had a great session today. Obviously, they're still pumped up about that snow day on Friday. And, ooh, they respect the Polygon at Eastwood. I like that because I actually attended Eastwood. Back when it was Eastwood Junior High a long time ago. But it's always great being back in Tuscaloosa, seeing my buddies at Eastwood. Those kids were great today. Great teachers, great students. And then stop number 2, Briarwood Christian School in Birmingham. 2nd graders. And you know they're pumped about that snow day on Friday. And obviously we talked a lot about winter storms and other types of weather and forecasting. And you know what? I like those cookies a lot. Man, they look good. But we did some storm spotting for these guys. They're great. They can soak up the science. Talked about tornadoes, hurricanes, and much more. So again, to all the 2nd graders at Briarwood Christian School and those 6th graders at Eastwood Middle School, thanks a lot for great visits earlier today. So if you're new here, remember we do these videos twice a day, in the morning about 5:15, the afternoon about 2:45. We simulcast them on my YouTube channel and my Facebook page. Weekends as needed. We have supplementary notes over on the blog, alabamawx.com. Check the schedule for the rest of this week. Tomorrow going to be over in Carroll County, Georgia, to see my friends at Roopville Elementary School. And then after that, Pelham Oaks Elementary in Shelby County. Wednesday, Young Elementary in Talladega. Thursday, going to see some pre-K students, the church at Cahaba Bend, their day school in Helena. And then Friday, going to be at Piedmont Elementary School, Calhoun County. I like it a lot. Home of those Bulldogs. And there will be no book signing, by the way, this Saturday. And tonight is Weather Brains, the weekly show for weather dweebs, geeks, nerds, dorks, and weenies. YouTube.com/weatherbrains, 7 o'clock Central, 8 o'clock Eastern. On the YouTube channel for Weather Brains. Of course, most people listen to the produced audio podcast. That'll be out late tonight. And obviously a lot to talk about there. And we invite you to watch us on TV this evening, right across the hall in Studio A. ABC 3340 News at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. Thanks for watching. Have a great evening and God bless.